Hello guys, hope you all are doing well. So in today's session, let's talk about U-turn NAT. So what is U-turn NAT? Basically, we can say U-turn NAT is used to access internal internal resources, basically using public IP. So let's consider a case that let's consider a case that we have a FTP server or a web server that we or a SMTP server that we want that to be accessed using public IP. In that case, U-turn NAT could be helpful. Okay, so let's do a lab on U-turn NAT in Palo Alto and see how it works. Okay, so topology that we are going to use in this is we have a Palo Alto firewall, and then on say LAN side of the Palo Alto firewall, we have a egress zone, right? And in this egress zone, we have a server with private IP of 192.168.10.5, and it's going to be NATed to the IP of 1.1.1.5. Then we have one Windows machine here with the IP address of 192.168.10.8. So what we are going to achieve in this is this Windows machine is going to access this web server, right, using IP address of 1.1.1.5. So how the traffic will go is it will come like this, and from here it will try to access this 1.1.1.5. So let's see how we can achieve this using U-turn NAT. So let me go to the firewall and let's start with configuration for the same. Yeah, so this is basically all our topology. So first piece that we will do is configuring the NAT policy. So let's give it a name U-turn NAT, right? Original packet. So as our traffic is coming from the egress zone here, as we can see that it's coming from this egress zone. Let's make a source zone as a ingress zone, right? And destination zone, it's going to be in a egress zone. Okay, so and then destination address for us would be 1.1.1.5. Okay, this is our original packet. Now when we come to the translated packet, we are going to do a destination translation, right? So what we are going to say is this 1.1.1.5, we want it translated back to 10.192.168.10.5. Okay, so this is how our NAT policy would look like. Traffic coming from egress, source zone of ingress going towards destination zone of egress with destination interface any source address of any, and destination address is 1.1.5, translation happening to 10.5. Okay, then let's take a look at security policy that we need to create here. Let's name it security sec1. So source zone in this case would be ingress zone. Then source address, let's keep it any, and destination zone, in this case it would be ingress zone, right? Application, let's keep it any. Service, let's keep it any. And destination address we need to mention here as 1.1.1.5, right? Application any, service any, action by default allow. So that's fine. So this is how our security policy would look like. So traffic coming from ingress zone going to destination as a ingress zone, so that would be the post NAT zone, and the traffic is allowed. So let's do commit. In the meantime, let me get to the Windows box. So this is our Windows box, and let's start the packet capture also on this Windows box. Okay, so this is completed. Now let me go to HTTP and let me try to HTTP to web server, that is 1.1.1.5. As we can see, it's not opening. Okay, so let's look at the packet capture here. So as you can see, look at packet number 38 here, that my PC IP address is 192.168.10.8. It is sending a SYN request to 1.1.1.5, right? But we can see that SYNAC is coming directly from the private IP of the server, that is 10.5 to 10.8. Then we can see that the client is sending the reset request, saying that it cannot see a SYNAC packet. That is the reason it sent a reset packet there. So to fix this problem, what we need to do over here is we need to change our NAT policy, right? And then what we have to say here is when the original packet is coming from ingress going to a translated packet, we have to make a source translation also and mention it as a dynamic IP endpoint. And let's do it for interface or ETH 1-1. So what that will do is the packet that is going out from the firewall, it will return back to the firewall, and in that way the firewall would see a SYNAC packet also. So what's happening in this case is, let's go to whiteboard. So what's happening in this case is, when we initiate the connection, it is going like this SYN packet, right? But the ACK packet is coming like this. So that is the reason we are then seeing the firewall is sending a reset. Okay. So what we want is, when the initial sync packet goes like that, right? Server should reply in this way so that the firewall should see a SYNAC packet. So to fix that, what we will do is we will do a source translation so that the server would reply the packet back to the firewall. Okay. So to fix that, what we did over here is, on the original packet, it remains the same. It goes from ingress to egress for 1.1.5, but translation, we are doing a source translation which translates the packet to 1.1.1.1, that is the egress IP of the firewall, and destination NAT is the same, that we are translating the IP address to 10.5. Okay, so now let's push the commit again, and I have to start this capture. So let me go to this one. Let's do a capture. Let's start the capture again. Okay, till the time, let's see. Okay, it's almost completed. Let's go to this one. Okay, so packet capture is also started. Now let's try to go to this one, and you can see that it popped us for web page, and you can see that we are able to log in fine. Now let's look at this packet capture. So what this packet capture say is, look at packet number 18, that the SYN packet went from 192.168.10.8 to 1.1.5. Then the SYNAC is returned from 1.5 to 10.8, and then ACK is sent by 10.8 to 1.5. Okay, and then the get request followed by other things. So this is how it should work, and that is how actually U-turn NAT works on Palo Alto firewall. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. If you have any questions, please comment. I'll try to answer. Thanks for your time. You have a good day. Bye.